Hello, everyone. I'm Teacher Evelyn. Teacher, 老师，老师 teacher. Today we're going to learn lesson about Mandarin pronunciation. Pronunciation, 发音. We have two different pronunciation systems. First one is China system. It's called Pinyin. Second is Taiwan system. It's called MPS. These are MPS pronunciation key. They are China system Pinyin pronunciation key. Today class, we were going to learn, recognize MPS and Pinyin, where it's different. But the important is how to pronounce correct tones. So 中文 is Mandarin. If you want to learn Mandarin, you have to know three different stuff. First one, pronunciation key system. So now let me introduce about China system, Pinyin. So you can see this is Pinyin. Yes, they are English words, but pronounced different. So now you can see this one. The big one is called character. It's meaning you're writing and you're reading words. And then you have to know meaning. It's called you. Pinyin, they have 声调. That is called tone. Today, we're also going to learn how to pronounce tone. So now we start to learn this one. When you see N, actually, they will pronounce no. So now this is your mouth top. This is your teeth. This is your mouth top. So this is your tongue. You have to touch and leave. No, no, no. It's not touch your teeth. It's touch your teeth and between your mouth top. No, no, no. And now you can see I. I is meaning E. E. So, no, E, ni. Sounds weird. Yes, because we have put tones. So when you see this one, it's called third tone. Ni, ni. Now we move to MPS. Again, Mandarin in Mandarin. How to speak? 中文，中文。呢，一。Every time I tell my student, when you see I, always smiling. So, 一. And now we have to learn tones. 你. So same as China system. If you want to learn Mandarin, you have to know the pronunciation key. This is MPS. It's Taiwan system. And also we all have tone. So you can see if MPS, we will write us like this one. And again, we have meaning as well. So now we move to learn how to pronounce perfect, beautiful 声调 tones. I hope you enjoy singing. So now we can see this one. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Don't worry, you don't need to follow my voice. You have your do, re, mi, fa, sol, and I have mine. So just keep yourself. First tone, how to say? You can see that it's very high voice. Yes. So if you want to say beautiful first tone, just remember you have to sing in do, re, mi, fa, so, and keep so. And now you have to learn second tone. So you can see second tone is from mi, fa, so. Yes. So if you want to learn how to speak and pronounce correct, just think about mi, fa, so. And now we move to third tone. That was big difference because third tone you have to start very low. Actually, will be re and turn on do. So I always tell my students, if you want to speak in perfect third tone, you have to make your voice low and from very low voice. So it'll be ni, ni. Some people always have a struggling about the third tone. That is because they moved this voice too high and the start too high as well. So again, third tone start very low and keep voice in your throat. So touch your throat and you can feel that will be shake. Yes, that's correct. Ni, ni. And the tips, make your hand down so you can speak in natural third tone. Ni. Now we move to fourth tone. So fourth tone you can see that it's from so and going down quickly. So, do. However, I say they're going down quickly, but it's not meaning your speaking need to very short because you have to need time to make the voice from high to low. So put it there longer a little bit. Ma. So now we can see this one. That is called 轻声. I always do these hands to remind my students as like someone punch you belly. So you will say, oh, yes, short, shock, this kind of feeling. So now we start to practice. Before we practice, we have to know how to pronunciation, this pronunciation key. So first one. Ma, ma, ma. So they have the tips. Remember, your lips need to ma. And then next one. Ah, big mouth. Ah, ma, ah, ma, ma, ah, ma. So now you already know how to pronounce ma, ah, ma, ah. Now we start first tone. Do, re, mi, fa, so, ma. And also, I always tell my students, you just think about you are driving. So you have a stable, ma. And you can see my hand pose is not very low. I always put high a little bit to remind you. That will be do, re, mi, fa, so. So we try again. Ma. Now we move to second tone. So second tone, you have to imagine about you are driving, going to top. But that will be slowly. So remember, you will be start very low and going to up. Ma. Let's have a tips. I always tell my students, try to make your hand down a little bit and then slow going up. Then you will speak beautiful, perfect. Pronounce about 2 second tone. So now we try again. Ma. Remember? Slowly. Ma. Hands down. Ma. Mi, fa, sol. Ma. Now we move to third tone. A lot of students struggling about third tone. So we try again how to speak third tone. What's the tips? Make your hand down and don't go up. You just make your voice stuck in your throat. It's like you are trying to drive and turn your throat. Ma, ma, ma. People will do some mistake because they make this one too high and too high as well. So again, ma. Your hands need to down. Ma. Good. So now we're going to the fourth tone. So when you're speaking fourth tone, you have to think about your driving going down. But remember, you was in top. So you need time, right? So keep time enough to make your voice can going down. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. So, do. Ma. Ma. Okay, now we can see next one. So last one is called 轻声. Again, it's like someone punch your belly. Ma, ma. Again, the voice is like someone punch your belly or you are just shocked. So ma. Now we start again. From first tone. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Keep your do, re, mi, fa, sol. So we start. Keep your do, re, mi, fa, sol. Now we start. Ma, 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 ma. Now please close your eyes. Just listening. Could you recognize they are different? We start again. Ma, 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 ma. I'm teacher Evelyn. I hope you enjoy my class. See you next time. See you next time in Mandarin. 下次见. Fourth tone. 下次见. 我们下次见。一言为定。